everybody to part 2 of CNC WorkBench. We will be talking about clamping, bull bit machining, V-carve machining, profile machining. So sit back and enjoy yourself as we go into the shop to talk about machining our project. I would like to thank all of our sponsors, KenCraft Company, Next Wave Automation, Crystalac, and Silverback Woodworking. Make sure your spindle is off or your router is off. Safety is always first. Remove this bit, and I got to put that bowl bit in. Now watch the bits, they're sharp so that you don't hurt yourself. I've got my bowl bit, it's in place. Now remember that we've got to make sure we have enough length to go to the depth that we want to go. We're going to go about 3/4 of an inch down. So I have to be able to have enough length on my bit to be able to reach that. So I'm going to put that bit right there. You never really want it all the way down to the shoulder for the very fact sometimes it'll put it off center and also it binds it too. So we don't want to do either one of those. You want to be at the very minimum about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch away from your shoulder and securely tighten it. Now the next thing I need to do is set the Z height, which will be on the top, and I want to have this to be absolutely 0 to the top. So the way on my machine that you do that is I use a touch plate, and my touch plate is a specific thickness, and it automatically does that when I tell it to. Now my Z height is set to what I need it to be. The Z height is 0 to the top of my surface here. Before we get started, I want you to notice that I have this securely clamped down. A couple different methods you can use for clamping is to use clamps like I got. You could use screw and screw it into my spoil board, or you could double face tape it. I chose this method because I think it's more secure for what we're doing. But I've used all the other methods, so you got to kind of judge it as you go. Okay, I fixed my X and Y origin to be in the center. Now I'm ready to go and load the program. Go to USB, go to Pocket. We're on the center now, that's all okay. We're not going to use virtual 0, and we're going to start the program. Start up the dust collection. Okay, now we got to take the bowl bit out and put in our V-carve bit. Let's go look and see which one we need. Uh, 60 degree. So we'll get our 60 degree V-carve bit and put it in. Here's our 60 degree V-carve bit. X and Y will stay the same for the very fact we haven't changed anything. All we did is change a bit. We will have to re-establish the Z, but that's just touching off from the top. So let's go back and we'll touch off. Now that we've established our Z height, we're ready to run the V-carve part of the program. So we'll load the program, turn on the dust collector, and cut our letters out. Remember, letters aren't the only thing that you can do. You can do logos, you can do anything, so you can personalize this to your taste. So let's go to USB, go to the V-carve, make sure that we're all set up. Material surface center, start it, let her rip. Okay, this is our last bit change. Now we're going to go to the 1/4 inch upcut bit to do our profile around the outside, and then we'll be done with the machining. So let's bring this up a little bit so we can get this bit changed. Again, I want to make sure that I got enough hanging out so I don't hit the collet. It looks good to me. Tighten her up, and then we'll set the Z height. Okay, let's pull it back. Bring it down a little bit, and we'll set our Z height. Okay. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, turn on the dust collector and let's do her. There's the finished product. We're done machining. Now we'll take it out and then we can do our sanding and finishing. So this is the end of the machining portion of it.